Hey guys, welcome back to the Moms That Read YouTube channel. I'm Kaylee, one third of the Moms That Read podcast. And today I thought we'd do something fun and talk about all of the series that I'm in the middle of. When I was going through my Goodreads, trying to figure out which series I had it started but not finished, I did not realize that I had been in the middle of 14 different series. So if that doesn't tell you how much of a mood reader I am, I don't know what will. I tend to start a series, we'll read maybe one or two books from the series, and then move on to the next series and never go back. Because I don't know why, but that's just what I do. It's a cycle. So we're gonna go through those 14 series and see which ones you think that I should finish, and I need you to tell me which ones are worth it, or if I should just stick with leaving the series where it is on my TBR list. So the first series I started probably about a year ago. It's the War of Lost Hearts series, and I read Daughter of No Worlds. Absolutely loved this book. If you like Quicksilver and Throne of Glass, it's like the perfect mixture of those two. And I don't know why I haven't really moved on to the other books. I think I just got sidetracked because I was pretty new into reading like all of these fantasy books and got bombarded with so many fantasy recommendations that I kind of just went with those after I had finished the first book. So I need to know whether or not you think I should continue on with this series. I really enjoyed it, like I said. I just don't know that it's something I want to like go back and finish. Next was Fae and Alchemy series. I read Quicksilver. Unpopular opinion, I did not really like Quicksilver. I don't like Kingfisher. I don't understand the hype behind Kingfisher. He is just not I don't get it. He's not anywhere near to like hundreds of other book boyfriends out there, and so I'm not sure why everybody is obsessed with him. I also get kind of like bully romance vibes, and I don't like bully romance, so that's probably why I don't like it. But the last 30% of the book I enjoyed because, like, if you've read it, things came out. I really liked the side characters in Quicksilver. I liked how different the fantasy was. I just didn't like the MMC. And so I didn't really want to read it. Like the first 75%, there was no way you were going to get me to read the second book. But after the ending and how all that played out, I'm intrigued now. So I will probably be reading the second book. And I think we talked about possibly making it like our podcast's book club book for the month it comes out. So we will probably be doing that, and I will continue on the second book just because it has piqued my interest. Next is the Kingdom of Lies series. I don't think this is as talked about as it should be. I've read the first two books in the series, Of Course, Cruel and Lovely, and I think it's A Kingdom That's Cursed and Empty. I know that's one of the books. I'm not quite sure if it's the second book. It's been a minute since I've read these. Mackenzie got me hooked on it, and I absolutely love the first two books. The second book ended on a huge cliffhanger, but I'm not one of the people that can read like a whole fantasy series back to back to back to back. I can read a romance series, no problem like that. Fantasy, it's just a mental load. And so I switched to a romance book, like a little palate cleanser, and then just never went back to it. So if you finish the series, I kind of already know how it ends. So that kind of makes me not want to go back and read it. But if you think it's worth it, then I will go back and read it. Next, we have the Lightlark series. I read Lightlark. I haven't read any of the other ones. I did not love this book. I know there's a bunch of mixed reviews about it. I liked Grimm. That was about it. I felt like it was just like your typical fantasy, nothing special about it, which made me kind of not want to read the other books. Plus, I've seen where the other two books are not as good or not very good. And I've seen where like she's trying to draw this story out, and I don't understand why authors do that other than to like sell more books, but like it takes away from the quality of the book. And I feel like most of these fantasies can be duologies or trilogies, like, and authors try to take them to like 5 or 6 series books, but like I'm more of a quality over quantity. I would rather read good quality books and recommend them to everybody than read like not as good quality books, because then I'm not going to recommend them. I don't know. I just feel like this is one of those series that probably could have been a duology and it would have been fine. But now that it's like 3 to 4 books, it's just like, not interesting me to read it. Next, we have Trial of the Sun Queen. I absolutely loved this book. This was our book club book. I think it was last month for the podcast, and we all loved it a lot more than we thought we would. It's very quick and easy to follow writing. So if you're beginner fantasy, I definitely think like this is a really good book. And I've heard that the other books in the series are even better than the first one. So I definitely will finish the series at some point. I am excited to see where it goes. And I feel like this series is also not like as hyped as it should be, because the first book was so good. Let me know your thoughts down below what you think about this one. Next we have Bloodwing Academy. I did not like On Wings of Blood. I know that people love it. It is all the rage on TikTok right now. This was our last, like our May book club book. I did not like it at all. Did not like the writing style. I did not like the characters. I only liked the 2 side characters out of the whole book. And I probably would have DNF'd it had it not been our book club book. I rated it 3 stars, and looking back, like 1.5, 2 stars is what it should have gotten. I feel like it had good bones, but the writing was just not it for me. I did not like the writing style. It was kind of all over the place, and for that reason, I will not be continuing this series. And even if y'all say it's worth it, I will not be continuing the series because I just did not like the first book that much. Okay, next we have the Crimson Moth series. I absolutely adored Heartless Hunter. I actually started reading this book like a year and a half ago when I got it in my book of the month, and then I stopped like 2 chapters in. I don't know why I stopped like 2 chapters in, so for that reason I think I've been kind of like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna like it. I'm not gonna read this book. And then recently it's just been like calling to me, so I read it at the beginning of this month. It was the first book I read for June, and it was 4.5 stars. Easy 4.5 stars. There was just one little part in it that kind of gave me the ick, but other than that, it was great. And I am thinking in my head about this book constantly since I finished it, and I have to read The Crimson Moth this month too, because I just cannot stop thinking about it. And I feel like that's when you know it's a good book, and that's when you know it's a good book for me, is when I want to immediately read the next one and finish the series. Then I started the Lucky River Ranch series. I've read Wyatt and Cash. I read this because I finished the Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver. Absolutely loved that one. I ate it up, and I wanted something with cowboys in it. So I saw this, decided to read it. I liked Cash a lot. I thought that was a really good one. Then I went on to Wyatt and did not like that one as much. And so now I'm kind of like, do I really want to go on? Or is this one of those series that starts off really good and gets worse as you go? I know there's, I think, 2 more books in the series because it follows the brothers. I just don't know if it's a series that I want to continue, or if it's like being rushed and the quality is not as good. But I do need some cowboy recommendations. So if you have any that you really enjoyed, let me know down below. Okay, this one is the Dream Harbor series. So it all started with the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Went crazy on TikTok. I read that one. I liked it. It wasn't my favorite, but I continued on with the series. And now I've read all of them in the series, except for, I guess, the one that's coming out. It's like the gingerbread something. I feel like they're hit or miss. The first one was good. The second one was not my favorite. The Strawberry Patch Pancake House one was the worst. I really did not like that one at all. And I love A Single Dad Nanny. And so I just feel like it was very cringe, and I did not like it. So I'm debating on whether or not I want to not read the next one, or if I just want to finish the series to say I've completed it, which that will probably end up being what I do, because I'm only one book away from finishing the series. And so it's hit or miss for me. Okay, so we have the off-campus series now. I've read 2 of these, The Deal and I think The Score. I really loved The Deal. Garrett Graham is unmatched, top-notch. So I saw where people were saying Dean was better, and so I read The Score. I made it 40% through before I had to stop reading it because it was a lot. It was a lot, and I could not finish it. And so I probably will not continue on with the series just because I don't know. If there's another one in this series that's not quite as much as The Score, then let me know and I might read it, but it was just too much for me. Okay, then we have a heavy one, Boys of Tommen. I read Binding 13 and Keeping 13. Binding 13 was one of our book club books, and it was heavy. It was just really heavy. And having been someone gone through a lot of what happens in Binding 13, I will not read any more of the books in that series. And it's not because it wasn't a good book, and it's not because I'm not happy that Chloe Walsh is bringing all of this to light. It just opens too much up for me, and I cannot read it. But I'm happy so many people are loving the books and that they're bringing awareness to like what genuinely actually happens to a lot of people, because some people are like, oh, this does not happen. Yes, it does. And so I'm happy that people are reading it and enjoying it. I just cannot read it and enjoy it. It's just too much. Okay, then I started the Knock 'Em Out series. I know this is popular. Me and Lucy Score have a love-hate relationship to where I don't like a lot of the MMCs she writes. So I read The Things We Leave unfinished, and I did not like the MMC at all. Plus, the books are just so long to where if I didn't enjoy the plot and like how this one was written and like where the setting is, I'm just not going to continue to read the series. And there's 2 more. I would enjoy them. I don't know. I think one is the brother and one is the best friend. The brother one doesn't really interest me. The only one that I would read, I think his name's like Lincoln, the best friend. I don't know. I did not like The Things We Leave unfinished. I just did not like the MMC. He was very waving a red flag. Like, I need the red flag guy to just run across the screen, because that is what that book was. And I don't understand why people like it. But we have different tastes. So, it was not for me. Probably will not finish the series. Okay, then I read the Gods and Monsters series. The Book of Azrael. So good. I absolutely love Liam. Sam Keel, whatever you want to call him. The FMC is the Morally Gray one. It's so fun and so different. It's one of those fantasy books that, like, it's a darker fantasy, which I had never read before, but I really enjoyed. And it's different because, like I said, the FMC is the Morally Gray one. Liam is a god, and so you don't really get to see the god play into it that much to where he is the MMC. And I really enjoyed that aspect of it. I just know, 1, it's unfinished. 2, there's going to be like 5 books in the series. And again, I feel like this is one of those series where I don't know why it's 5 books long. So I haven't read any of the other ones yet because I don't know if I want to be that fully invested into the series. I really enjoyed the first one. I don't know if I'll continue on, but I'm open to it. Then I started the Renegade series by Rebecca Yarros. This is one of her like older series, like 2016. If you're a girly who loved The Sweet Life on Deck and The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, you will love this book. Wilder was great, and it's set on a cruise ship. I loved the MMC in this one. It was really fun. I just don't know that I like the other 2 in the series enough to continue on. His Best Friend is the next book, and I don't know. I'm not big on the player MMC, and that's just what it seems like it's going to be. So I have not read the next book in the series, but I really enjoyed Wilder. And then last, I read Bride. I absolutely loved Bride. It's a good time. I am a vibes person, and this gave me all of the adult Twilight vibes, but with a vampire and a werewolf instead of a human and a vampire. 10 out of 10. Loved it for the vibes. And I actually thought it was good. Like, it's one of my favorite Ali Hazelwood books. And Mate is coming out next. I'm not quite sure when it's coming out, but I will be eating it up when it comes out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow our socials and subscribe to this channel. Be sure to let me know which ones I should finish and leave me some other recommendations for some cowboy romances, because I'm really in my cowboy romance era, but I just need some good recs. Bye guys.